We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. The Buccos are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early, if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
He's set, and the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The left fielder, number 10. Bryan Reynolds.
Settling in now, Bryan Reynolds, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish, just 3 for 14. Lined into left center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That is third. The first baseman, number 19, Colin Moran.
To the plate now, Colin Moran. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
In there, 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
He's set. The payoff pitch. This one skied out toward right. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Pirates leave one. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Carlos Rodon will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all 3 of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Coming to the plate now, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dero? You got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Here's Chris Bryant now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Now a throw over to first. And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Merrifield on at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
throw over to first, and he's back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And that brings up Javi Baez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. One out count, here it is. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. One out and a runner on second base. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
We're seeing a good AB here from the three-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first two games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Striding in, Nolan Jones, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Jones was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Runner at first here, one man out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Runners on first with one down. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. One ball and 2 strikes to count.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player. Here comes the first pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop. Three and 0 now. Ke'Bryan Hayes will be next. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Standing in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Throw over to the bag. First offering on its way. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
A runner in scoring position with none out. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Now the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bryant is there, 1 away.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Jose Osuna.
So stepping in, Jose Osuna, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1. The relay. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as he'll take a look at ball one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fly ball into straightaway left. After it is Souza. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So no one on now after the sac fly, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Jason Martin. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes ball one.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Two out, nobody on. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ball three.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Here's a high pop-up. Fegley over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Pirates on top, 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Wilson Contreras.
The designated hitter, Wilson.
Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
One ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Slider laid off for a ball. Josh Phegley will be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And this throw gets away from him.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Phegley is retired. 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
So striding in, Hernan Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. So here's Adam Frazier, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
He's set. Here it comes.
Oh.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, no strike.
2-1 now. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Down the first baseline. Bryant's got it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Up next for the Buccos, Bryan Reynolds. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Pitch on the way. Looking at his career totals, Reynolds is slugging north of .480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
1-0.
Here it comes. And he falls behind now, 2-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Too high, and it's 3-0. Now here's the pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Up next to the Pirates, the designated hitter.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, the pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Center fielder, Whit Merrifield.
Pitch on the way.
That's the ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 home. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Osuna is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Popped him up. Moran moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the 3rd. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. 2 out, nobody on. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Stallings finds it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Newman, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The shortstop, Kevin Newman.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And there's ball 2 now.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
So now to the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now, and until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Jose Osuna will be next. He loses him on ball 4.
Up next to the Pirates, the right fielder.
So striding forward now, Jose Osuna. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Chopped at third. Tough to get to. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nolan Jones. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitch on the way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
One strike.
Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Striding into the box, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Martin is there. 2 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Wilson Contreras. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-1. At the plate, Jacob Stallings. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Jacob Stallings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Line drive to left. Souza has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jason Martin. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the stretch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
So coming to the plate, Brian Reynolds, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Fastball well outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And the fastball sails on him, and that's to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Ready with the 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, base hit. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Into the box, Josh Bell. As he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. Darvish is there, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Bucks out in front, 4-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Steven Souza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a line drive, but just foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Into the box now, Josh Phegley comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ballgame. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider. Two and two to the Cubs catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Osuna is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Hernan Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Martin will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Gabriel Moya takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 58, Gabriel Moya.
Now batting, Kevin Newman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Kevin Newman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
1-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
The 1-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Ready once again, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. After the walk, a quick check on first. And he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. Make it 5-1.
Now batting, right fielder, Jose Osuna.
Next will be Jose Osuna. Fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
At the plate, Jacob Stallings, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
From the belt, the pitch, And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
In now, Jason Martin, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Frazier. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one will track it down. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Souza has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third. Digging in now, Brian Reynolds. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Looking to minimize the damage here. 3-0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two out, bases loaded.
Oh.
3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So digging in now, Colin Moran. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Adbert Alzolay gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Josh Bell.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Pirates lead it 8-1.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, Whit Merrifield.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Here's Javier Baez, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Nolan Jones. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Digging in, Kevin Newman, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And the pitch. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
To the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Don't want to forget about him. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2 count.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here now the 2-2.
Okay.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner on first. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Jose Osuna comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Everything this guy throws moves. That two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Now the 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-0 on the way. Grounded to third. This could be two. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first. Two gone. Stepping in, Jacob Stallings. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside, 3-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jason.
Now to the plate, Jason Martin. A couple of walks for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Pirates 8 and the Cubs 1. Into the box now. His last at bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Striding forward now is the DH, Wilson Contreras. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch.
Nope, that's fine.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. The throw is wild and he gets away.
The batter, the left
Riding
fielder,
in once again, Steven Souza. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Adam Frazier.
Leading off for the Pirates, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Souza is under it. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 10.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Reynolds. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball one. 1 out, nobody on. And that's too high, ball 2. Outside and low, 3-0.
3-0 the count.
Here's the pitch.
Hey. 3-1.
Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Colin Moran. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
High in the air out to center field. Merrifield is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Michael Feliz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Michael Feliz.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping in, Josh Phegley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Osuna has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
So now to the plate, Hernan Perez fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Frazier ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Whit Merrifield next to bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
A pause and the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman.
Stepping up now, Chris Bryant. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
The 0-2 home. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Josh Bell, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The windup and the 0-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run here off the bat of Josh Bell. And even 30 home runs on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Kevin Newman.
the shortstop.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, third base.
Ready for another shot now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jose Osuna.
Digging in once again, Jose Osuna. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh.
The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Pirates 9 and the Cubs 1. So in now for Chicago, Javier Baez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set and the pitch.
Oh.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Frazier calls for it. He's got it one away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nolan Jones. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Martin is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The right fielder.
Cubs are down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. rolled slowly down the third baseline. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Pittsburgh took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Carlos Rodon earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates,